Hi, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to show you how to make a classic Victoria sponge. Here's what you'll need to make the cake batter. First step is to line the cake tins. Smear each tin with a light coating of butter, lay down the parchment on the base, clamp the edge around it and then trim off the excess. Use that trim to then line the sides of the tin. Repeat for the second tin, get them out of the way so you can carry on with the cake batter. The most important step in any kind of classic sponge cake like this is really aerating the sugar and the butter. Softened room temperature butter and the caster sugar goes into your mixer, and we want to cream that until it's really light and fluffy. This can take a little bit longer than you would think. You really want it to get as pale as it can do and as fluffy and kind of creamy as it can as well. So it's going to take a solid 5 minutes whisking. So now you want to start adding your eggs and your oil and a little bit of vanilla flavouring in there as well. I add oil just because it gives a lovely, long-lasting kind of moistness and a great crumb to the cake. Something I would like to add into this monologue about Victoria sponges is that the recipe is incredibly simple and you don't really need to write it down. It's same. So the same weight of sugar as butter, as flour, as eggs. They're all the same weight. Now we're going to sift in our self-raising flour and our baking powder and about half a lemon zest. Another very important stage of the cake is to gently fold this in. We've taken a lot of time to get a lot of air into the cake, so we don't want to knock it out. So now we just gently fold through the flour so there's no dry spots. Now it's time to bring back our tins and we're going to split that batter evenly across the two. Just give it a quick even out and then they're ready to go into our preheated oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. Here's what you'll need to make the buttercream. All you need to do is combine the softened butter, icing sugar, splash of milk, vanilla paste, a little pinch of salt in there as well, and just bring that together. Persevere, it'll feel like it's not coming together, but it will slowly break down and become a lovely smooth buttercream. And again, we're looking for that kind of like pale, fluffy kind of texture, really spreadable and delicious. So the buttercream's done, just gotta wait for our cakes to finish baking and then let them cool down. While we wait, we asked you on Instagram to send us in some questions, so here they are. For me, classically, a Victoria sponge is just a sandwich, 2 layers. Cake on the bottom, cake on the top, buttercream and jam. Absolutely, the world is your Victoria sponge, really. A fruit jam and buttercream is the one for me, but, you know, whatever you like. I'm sure you can. Sounds kind of disgusting, but I reckon you probably can. But yeah, keep that to yourself. Yeah. So once your cakes are cooked, you've removed the tins and the paper, you've let them cool on a rack so they don't get sweaty, it's time to build the cake. I like to choose which is the kind of prettier or the higher one, whichever kind of like one will speak to you and be the natural top for the cake. The one that's the bottom, I like to just shave off the crown just so I've got a nice level base for my filling. Slap on all of that buttercream and spread it nice and carefully, just filling the edges. Then your chosen jam, I've gone for a lovely seed-in raspberry jam today, but strawberry jam, blackcurrant, lemon curd, whatever you would like. Spoon that on, but then don't push this all the way to the edges because of course the weight of the top of the cake is going to help that kind of travel to the edges. And then I really like the kind of icing sugar, very classic finish, but you can decorate it as you see fit. And there you have it, your classic Victoria sponge. Absolutely ideal for spring coming up, a real kind of staple of English desserts, just a beautiful light weekend treat. So here we have it, lovely big slice of my Victoria sponge. Let's give it a taste. Doesn't get better than that. Absolute classic. Buttercream's light but rich. Jam's nice and punchy. Sponge light and like fluffy. Yeah, perfect. Very happy with that. Delicious. Thanks for watching. If you want to see the full recipe, it's in the link below. And yeah, I forgot what the other bit was. So yeah, thanks.